Ames, Iowa. CNN. Teresa Garman has attended the Iowa caucuses for decades, but she sees Monday's meeting as the most important, despite forecasts calling for unfavorable temperatures. The 86-year-old Ames resident said the cold won't stop him from joining Florida Gov. Ron DeSantis, even if he doesn't think hell beat former President Donald Trump. I think Trump will probably win the Iowa caucus. And hopefully DeSantis will be next, Garman, a former Iowa State representative, said ahead of the DeSantis event here. She said she hopes the Florida governor comes in second in case Trump doesn't get the nomination. Trump and his numerous legal troubles have loomed large GOP presidential primaries, especially as Republicans in the Hawkeye State make their final decisions on who to support. Caucuses Monday night. Polls show the former president leading both in Iowa and nationally. What's more, he faces 4 criminal charges and is awaiting a Supreme Court decision on efforts to have him removed from the ballot in Colorado. In interviews, Iowans expressed variety of opinions about Trump's legal troubles, from anger at what they believed was a witch hunt echoing criticism of former president to desire to focus on the problems plaguing country. Trump's rivals have taken different approaches to managing these views. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki speaks of the chaos that followed the former president, saying that Trump often runs for his own problems while dealing with voters' problems. DeSantis also argued that legal challenges would be a distraction in the general election. Vivek Ramaswamy instead turned to Trump's defense. This week, biotech entrepreneur filed an amicus brief supporting the former president's efforts to remain on Colorado ballot. He also began telling voters that voting for him was the best way to save Trump. In a YouGovCBS news poll last month, 58 of GOP caucus voters Trump, 22 DeSantis, 13 Haley and 4 Ramaswamy. Of those considering voting for Trump, 54% said one of the reasons they supported him was to show support during his legal battles. Among those who did not think of the former president, 57% said Trump was controversial, and 48% said they were concerned about his legal problems. The former president and his allies have made legal battles a key part of the campaign. While his surrogates and rivals campaign Iowa, Trump made 2 optional court appearances this week: a federal appeals court case on whether he has presidential immunity and closing arguments in his civil trial New York. In brief speech at the Machine Shed, a popular restaurant in Urbandale, Donald Trump Jr. criticized prosecutors and the various cases filed against his father, baselessly describing them as broader conspiracy orchestrated by President Joe Biden. The nice thing about this is that, as brutal as it is for us to deal with on a daily basis, it shows their hand, Trump Jr. said. You understand the game they are playing.